Hello, everyone, and welcome to Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin, and today I'm going to be recording some animated short reviews to be released on the Really Old Movies animation channel. And so, with that, let's get the show started. Alright, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to be sharing 5 reviews that are about 20 to 30 seconds each for 3 distinct characters, and then these will be cut up, released with different photos and whatnot, and released as animated short reviews. And so with that, let's get started with the first batch here, and that is... Oh, 1 second. Pluto! Alright, let's start recording. And let me turn off the restream chat. The Chain Gang from 1930, according to its Criticlist description, Mickey Mouse and several other characters are on a prison chain gang guarded by Peg Leg Pete. They break rocks for a while, then Mickey breaks out a harmonica and everyone starts making music and dancing. Soon there's a jailbreak, and Mickey's on the run, tracked by bloodhounds, including his future pet Pluto in his first appearance. He falls off a cliff and right into a jail cell. This is a funny short. I loved how Mickey was being chased and ends up back in jail. And the dog is the very first design of Pluto that would be used later on. So with that, I gave that short a 4 out of 5. Alright, now to the next one. On Ice from 1935, according to its Criticlist description, Mickey shows off his ice skating skills to Minnie. Goofy does some unconventional ice fishing, and Donald straps skates to Pluto and laughs at his attempts to skate. Donald also gets strapped to a kite and is about to be swept over a waterfall when Mickey pulls off a heroic rescue. This is a really fun short. I love Donald and how mean he is to Pluto, but then he needs to be helped at the end as sort of a poetic justice to the way he's treating Pluto, and Pluto gets the last laugh. So with that, I gave that short a 5 out of 5. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Pluto's Quintuplets from 1937, according to its Criticlist description. Pluto wants to chase the Sausage Man, but Fifi convinces him to look after their 5 rambunctious puppies instead. The puppies end up in the basement where they tangle with a compressed air tank, paint, a jug of hooch, and other hazards. Fifi returns and finds a drunk Pluto, paint on everybody, and gets very angry. This is a cute short, and I loved where all the puppies get covered in paint in various different and funny ways. And I also love how much of a doofus Pluto is. So with that, I gave the short a 4 out of 5. Alright, now to the next one. Beach Picnic from 1939, according to its Criticlist description. Donald Duck is at the beach and tries to ride a rubber horse. He notices Pluto sleeping at the shore and decides to have some fun with him by sending the rubber horse over to Pluto, which completely mesmerizes him. Meanwhile, a tribe of ants abducts Donald's picnic lunch. Donald lays out flypaper to stop the ants, and Pluto follows one of the ants and, of course, gets stuck on the flypaper, and later so does Donald, and he gets enmeshed as well. I like this one. Once again, Donald messing with Pluto and gets his comeuppance is always really fun to watch, and also really funny traps. And so with that, I give it a 4 out of 5. Okay, Bone Trouble from 1940, according to its Criticlist description. Pluto's on the run after stealing... Let's see, a bone. Pluto's on the run after stealing a bone from Butch the Bulldog and finds refuge in a carnival Hall of Mirrors. This is a fun short, especially when Pluto is in the Hall of Mirrors. There's some really fun animation that is done there. I liked how the sound was done in this cartoon as well. It was very fun and entertaining. So with that, I give it a 4 out of 5. Alright, see if we got any chats. Nope. Alright, we'll move on to the next cartoon character. Good old Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker from 1941, according to his criticalist description, Woody spends his day singing loudly and pecking holes in trees. He infuriates the other woodland creatures when he isn't baffling them with his bizarre behavior. But after they trick him into knocking his head on a statue, this poor bird hears voices in his head and decides he needs to see a psychiatrist. This short was hilarious. I also like when he does go and see the doctor. His name is Horace and Buggy, so it sounds like Horse and Buggy. And he and Daffy for sure were similar characters at this time period, especially considering how Mel Blanc voices both of them. So with that, I give the short a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, the next one. The Hollywood Matador from 1942, according to its criticalist description. The bull is watching through a knothole as the great bullfighter Woody Woodpecker is showing off for spectators. Unable to take it any longer, the bull dashes into the arena and charges Woody so hard that he makes shambles of the stadium. Woody is always equal to the task at hand, is soon serving bull burgers to the crowd. I thought the short was just okay, not great. I think the Bugs Bunny version of this cartoon is much, much funnier. This isn't as good. So with that, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Alright. The Screwball from 1943, according to its criticalist description, it's the day of the big baseball game between the Drips and the Droops, and Woody Woodpecker's trying to crash the gate and get in without paying for a ticket. A policeman keeps tossing him out, but Woody puts himself in the game and putting on a baseball uniform, including a baseball cap. Since baseball players do not wear hats, he gets inside and soon gets involved with the game. He ends up pinned to the scoreboard by a deluge of baseballs thrown by everybody in the ballpark. This is a pretty meh short. I thought the voice acting wasn't as good either. I was actually agreeing with the crowd once they were booing at Woody Woodpecker. So with that, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Alright, the next one. The Barber of Seville from 1944, according to his criticalist description. Woody's standing outside the Seville barber shop looking at the ads. Wanting a victory haircut, he decides to enter the shop, only to find that the owner has stepped out for a physical. Woody decides to cut his own hair, but unfortunately is mistaken for the owner when two other customers, one an Indian who wants a quick shampoo and the other a construction worker who wants the whole works and unfortunately gets it. The short was just okay, not super funny, and again, I don't know if I'm a big fan of Woody Woodpecker's personality or not. You know, he's fun, but he's not as fun. In fact, he comes off as more annoying than Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck from Looney Tunes. So with that, I gave the short a 2 out of 5. Alright. Choo Choo Baby from 1945, according to its criticalist description. Boarding house proprietor Wally Walrus takes out an ad in a local paper looking for a sweetheart. Woody Woodpecker reads this and decides he might be able to trick Wally out of some cooking if he dresses up like a lady for him. This short was just okay, and it was pretty funny, but not super great, so I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. Alright, let's see if we got any more. Nope, no chats. Perfect. Alright, the last bunch. Here we go. Some more Tom and Jerry. So I'll be cycling through these 7 different cartoon characters. So we got Tom and Jerry is the first, and then the second one is Looney Tunes, and then Max Fleischer Superman, Popeye, then Mickey Mouse, Pluto, and Woody Woodpecker. So those are the different ones that I'll be cycling through. And when you go to the Animated Short Review channel, there will be some playlists for all of these. And I'm going to try and put them in order of when they release theatrically. Alright. So now, let's do the last bunch here for Tom and Jerry. Puss Gets the Boot from 1940, according to its criticalist description. Jasper is given an ultimatum by his master. Break one more thing and you're out. Rodent Jerry does his best to make sure that his tormentor gets the boot. This is a fun classic short and is the first Tom and Jerry cartoon. I'm glad they changed his name from Jasper to Tom, though. I think Tom is a much better name. and I also like the animation style and later cartoons. This one is a little rough and ready. So with that, I gave the short a 3.5 out of 5. All right, the next one. The Midnight Snack from 1940, according to its critic list description, Jerry takes a midnight snack from the fridge unaware Tom is watching him. This is a funny short, even though it's similar to the very first one, but I had a good time with it, so I give it a 3.5 out of 5. All right, next one. The Night Before Christmas from 1940. The Night Before Christmas from 1940, according to its critic list description, it's snowy and cold outside and warm inside where Jerry squeezes past a mousetrap to gavour under a present-laden Christmas tree. Mistaking the sleeping Tom for a plush toy, Jerry wakes him up and a mad chase ensues. This is a fun short. I had a really good time with it, and I like how they interacted with the trees and the toys and all that. Everything that's kind of regular items becomes a weapon or something crazy for Tom and Jerry. I also like how Tom kind of has a change of heart at the end, so overall I gave it a 4 out of 5. Fraidy Cat from 1940, according to its critic list description, Tom hears a ghost story on the radio and is spooked by it. Jerry notices this and takes advantage of it, using a variety of tricks to scare Tom. This is an okay, not a great short. The funniest part is at the end where Tom is being beat up by his owner, and then also when his ghost pops out of his body for a second. So with that, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Dog Trouble from 1940, according to its critic list description, Tom's chasing Jerry when he runs right into a sleeping dog, and the two of them must work together to fend him off. This is a pretty fun short. Oh, let me wait a second. Oh boy. Oh, it's a fire engine and a police. I hope it's okay. Oh, wait a second here. Now I'll do this one again. See if we got any chance. Nope, no chance. Okay. Dog Trouble from 1940, according to its critic list description, Tom's chasing Jerry when he runs right into a sleeping dog, and the two of them must work together to fend him off. This short was a fun one, but not a super memorable or great one, and it's pretty generic, so with that I gave it a 3 out of 5. Alright, so that concludes all the animated short reviews for the next, I think, 15 weeks. So I'm excited about that. I'll be doing these about every quarter or so. That way I could kind of get ahead of them and be able to schedule them on a more consistent basis. Because I want to keep doing animated short reviews. So being able to do something like this to keep them consistent is very, very nice. Alright. So now let's check how the sound is. Well, sounding. Animated short review out of them and be able to schedule them on a more... Perfect. Alright, we're sounding good here. Well, that actually went a lot quicker than I thought it would. So what do you say we play some games here? See if I could get Fortnite working today. I'll even see if it... Well, actually, since I already have Steam open, let's play a Steam game. Let's do a couple of rounds of Counter-Strike. How's that sound? I'll probably be on for another 20 minutes or so. I can't be on super late today. And boom. Okay. Good, it is being picked up. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I got my little earbuds today, seen how it sounds too. I like the bigger ones more for sure, but oh, good job, team. Okay, there we go. Chia boy. Alright. No! Ah, dang it. Mosquitoes. Oh, dang it, anchovies. What funny names people have, man. Oh, dang. Oh, I got surrounded there. Dang it. Ah, dang it. Oh, sometimes, man, first. Yep. First shot you do is the most important in this game. Crap. I was also gonna do a another really old movies review as well. I'm reviewing the film Grapes of Wrath, but I wasn't able to finish it yet. I still have about 45 minutes of the movie. And it's pretty late anyway. I didn't want to stay up too late. But yeah. Okay, getting a message here. YouTube short. Yep. Alright. One second, everybody. Turn this guy on for a second. There we go. Good. Gotta keep an eye on the pooper. Make sure he's doing good. He's sleeping. Good boy. Chop. Oh, dang it. Oh, man. This game is so addicting to me. I play it, like, all the time now. I started getting into it maybe 3 or 4 months ago, really. And, I've put a lot of hours into it already. Well, a lot for me, I should say, because I don't play games as much as I used to. They're not my hobby, really. Movies are my big thing. But I have a lot of friends that are gamers, too. So I like playing with them. Dang it, he got behind me. No! 700, holy cow. Jeez Louise, man. I sit so close to my chair sometimes. I'm like, oh, I gotta get closer. 0.8 seconds. Oh, freaking heck, man. No! Dang it. I wanted to get that guy. Oh. Alright, let me read this message here real quick. Here, I'll watch that in a second here. But this is a good map too. Okay. Aim again, huh? Frick. No. Oh, freaking bots ahead? Oh, wait, man. Can't let a bot get ahead. Oh. It's kind of humbling knowing that I'm probably playing against, like, you know, teenagers who are really good at this game. It's like, no. Frick. No! No! Oh gosh, I clicked the wrong button. So I have my TV on in the background for the dogs playing SpongeBob. I hope the audio didn't pick up in any of the animated short reviews. I guess we'll have to see. It's easy to single that out though. Won't be the end of the world. Oh. That was almost stupid. That was crazy. My buddy Squishy Organs, who I've had on before, we play this game a lot together, and he got to almost 900. Or no, he got to 900. He almost got to 1,000 kills in this game. 1,000 points. It's crazy. I think you can. always switch to secondary. It's always quicker than reload, right? Oh, I already got that. Frick. A bot? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, people are dropping out. Hey. I think after this I'll finish Grapes of Wrath and then record it. I'm not gonna lie. That movie's commie propaganda. But it's honestly a very endearing story, rather. You know, I'm willing to look past the obvious propaganda of it to see that it's still a very good story, very human story. I think a lot of people can relate to. But make no mistakes, Steinbeck is 100% making communist propaganda. And I'm surprised John Ford would make it, because he was ultra conservative. But that just tells me that he was probably really compelled by the story, because it is a tragic but also interesting story. I'd be curious to see what the critic lists and the letterbox reviews of that movie are like. Because, you know, I went through a lot of the letterbox ones, and a lot of people really like the messaging of the film. It's very interesting. Because I think it's possible to like something even if you don't agree with it principally. I think you could still like a movie. Like, I like it a lot, actually. I'll probably give it a pretty high score when I finish it. I have about 45 minutes or so left. If you could get past the fact that it is propaganda, it's still a good movie. Like, great cast. Henry Fonda's great. John Carradine. He's great too. There's just a lot of John Ford regulars, like Ward Bond. He has a cameo, and a couple other background actors. They all got cameos, so it's got John Ford all over it. Especially when they're in the truck in the desert, it looks a lot like a John Ford film for sure. Okay. I only plan on staying an hour today, so once it's 11, it'll be a hard stop. It'll be 11 Pacific, that is. Because, you know, when I think about the movie, right, nowadays there's so many bad movies, and then on top of that they add, like, the more postmodernist, like, woke kind of stuff into it. That just adds on to how bad the movie is. Whereas this movie, it obviously has communist propaganda, and yet it's still a well-made, put-together film, great cast, great story. Like, you're rooting for them, man. You want them to succeed because so many trials in their way. So it's definitely possible to like a movie even if you don't agree with the messaging. You just have to make a good movie. Can't just make it message alone. Which I think is what a lot of those, like, pure flicks kind of movies suffer from. They focus so much on the happy Jesus message that that the story and all that takes a back burner. That's how I felt with Homestead. I believe that's an Angel Studios film. It looked cool, and it was an interesting story, but definitely a propaganda film. Or not propaganda, but that, like, it had a specific message it was trying to get across. I just wish they focused on the story and then naturally introduced the premise of it into it. But I'll give credit where credit's due, man. You know, Angel Studios, they're doing, like, they're buying movies. They're doing pretty well. I just hope they could finally get, like, good writing too. Come on. Crap. Freaking heck. Ugh. I think I got like 6th place on that one. It's just a lot of bots in this one. Oh no, there's real people now. Yeah, this may be the second to last one. I might do one more after this. Erg. He killed me with Kloshkanov.
Staying here.
Was that, what's his name from Modern Warfare? Sounded like him. The SAS guy? I can't remember his name. Bad idea. Oof. No, no. Ah. Oh no. Okay. No! No! I want to get the other guy. Oh. Oi, Briv. It's kind of crazy how much time happens in this game so quickly. No. Oh. Golly, man. Oh no! Oh, I bugged out for a second there. Nope, I'm not getting that one. Oh. No! Yeah. They have a Chinese name. That was dumb. I should have grabbed my shotgun. Freaking heck, man. No! Freaking heck, man. No! Freaking... Oh, gee. Nope, that's it for me there. Alright. We could do one more map. Then we'll call it there. Canadian Gooner. Oh yeah, I'm Canadian Goonery. Take guy, you hoser. Oh! Ah, no. World War III killed me. Arabic worker. Oh my gosh. Some of these kids, man. Kids are alright. Airbreak work today. Nah, there's no way, man. Squandered that. Yeesh. Dang it, period. Period again. We meet again. Sounds close by. No! Why did they have Rick back to the same place? Did that to me twice in a row, man. Eesh, what a waste of ammo. Very gay. Yep. Quite the waste of ammo. Quite frankly. Yeah. Oh frick, my phone just died. Well, luckily this is the end of time. That was pretty cool. Come on, baby. I want that number 2 spot. Oof. That Arabic work today. We did very well there. Very good. No, it's too soon. Oof. Yeah, that's a Call of Duty game. Must be a sound effect someone has. Waste. Oof, I'm squandering that, man. What? Freaking hell. Hell. Gah! Squandered it, man. Ugh. Man. Well, thanks everybody for watching today. This has been Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin. Take care.